This video is being made based on popular request, and I really do appreciate you asking. I've been asked many times, Michael, what are your thoughts for the future? The next 5, 10, 15 years on the channel, where will your channel be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to experience? What are your thoughts for the future? So today I'm going to answer as many of the future thinking questions as possible. I do want to start this video with a philosophy that I've been taught since I was very young, and that's the thought that life has a tendency of throwing opportunities your way when you least expect it. So I'm going to make this video today based on thoughts I have now and future thoughts and thinking and plans and all these things, but you never know. If I get thrown an opportunity in one direction, it might pull me some other direction. So I just want you to know these are my thoughts for today. They could change months, years down the road. Just thoughts for today. One of the most frequent questions I get in this category of questions, Michael, will you continue making videos for the foreseeable future? Yes, I have no plans whatsoever of stopping making videos. I will continue making them for as long as they interest me, and I have really been interested in making videos for a long time, and I'm having a ton of fun doing it. If you can't tell, I am enjoying every moment, so thanks for being a part of it with me. Another fun question that I want to answer today, Michael, what are your thoughts about future Disney parks? We know you love Walt Disney World and the Disney Cruise Line now. What about Disneyland and the overseas Disney parks and Adventures by Disney? One day in the future, I want to be able to say to you that I've been on every Disney cruise ship, I've been on many of the Adventures by Disney, and I've been to every single park all over the planet. That's what I want to be able to say one day. So those are my thoughts for the future. I want to go to Alani, I want to go to Shanghai Disney, I want to go to Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea. So many plans for the future. I'm not sure when, but I'm hoping soon for some of them. With so many new resorts being built at Walt Disney World, like the Riviera Resort and the Star Wars Resort, I am planning on visiting both of them as a guest. I want to be able to stay overnight in these resorts. I have a feeling they're going to be very expensive, so if you see me going to Pop Century a lot, or trying to save my money wherever I can, this is what I'm thinking. I really do want to be able to spend a night or two in some of these new resorts. I feel like it would be absolutely magical. There are 3 new cruise ships being worked on right now for the Disney Cruise Line. Now I'm planning on going on many more Disney cruises before those cruise ships are launched, but I've been thinking quite a bit about the maiden voyages for some of these ships. I really would like to go. All 3, not just 1 or 2, all 3 of the maiden voyages. So that's another huge amount of money that I'm trying to save up in advance. This is years away, so I'm really trying to save up as much as I can to go on these maiden voyages. Can you imagine being some of the first guests on these ships? I feel like it would be unbelievable. On the flip side of that, a friend of mine who went on the maiden voyage for the Disney Fantasy said she really didn't like it that much. The reason is she felt like it was really rushed. There was a few kinks they had to work out for that first trip ever. So that's the thought I've been having. Maybe I'll go on the maiden voyage for the first ship, and if I don't like it that much, maybe I'll go for like the second or third trip for the next ship, just so they can work out a few of those kinks, because they have them for the very first trip. One of the big questions that I know might be on your mind, Michael, have you ever thought about making videoing and YouTube a full-time job? Yes, absolutely yes. I would love to be able to share the magic with you full-time. I feel like it would be a dream come true to be able to do something I love so much full-time with you. But in order to get to that point, I would need to be very comfortable financially. So right now with my job, I'm able to go to Disney and share the magic and still have, a good career and everything's okay and finances are okay. So that's on my mind too. Just keep in mind as I'm thinking about, I'd love to do this full time, the finances do come up. So it's just something that I think about all the time. But yes, one day I would love that. As I'm thinking about Disney resorts that I've never been to before in the priority list, which one I want to see first and second, the very first one that comes to mind for me is Alani. I have always wanted to see that Hawaii resort, and going to Hawaii, I've never been to Hawaii, so going to Alani in Hawaii would be a dream come true. So I've been thinking about that one a lot for the not so distant future, and I've also been thinking about Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea. That's the first overseas one I would very much like to see. Of course, I would love to see Shanghai and the other Disney resorts as well, no doubt about it, but Alani is first on my mind, then Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea, and then maybe Shanghai after that, and then the other Disney resorts. I feel like that would be a good order, at least for me. Now, I've spoken about several of those long-term plans like Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea, and Alani, and those maiden voyages for the new Disney cruise ships coming out. Let's talk about more of those short-term plans. Over the past few years, you and I have been able to experience amazing Disney adventures, whether that's at Walt Disney World or Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or on a Disney cruise. It has been a true dream come true, and to watch our vlogs progress from where they were before to where they are now has really been, I feel like, a huge accomplishment. It's a huge thing to say, oh wow, these are incredible, I love them now, but I want to be able to take them even one step further. I want to continue to progress, make them even better, and when you see the vlogs you say, wow, that was amazing, I feel like I was there with you, I had a magical time. If you say that at the end of the vlog, I feel like I've done a good job and I made you happy, and that makes me feel really accomplished. Thinking more and more about these short-term goals, I would love to be able to do more of those Disney cruise itineraries, whether that's to Alaska or through the Panama Canal, or if Disney brings back the Hawaii cruise, that would be amazing. I'd love to do that one too. So I really do want to see more of those cruise itineraries in the not so distant future. Last but not least, I do want to talk about a topic that I have mentioned before. Michael, have you considered moving to Florida? Yes, I have. I absolutely have. I feel like it would be absolutely magical, and my fears of losing my love for Disney are, fading just a little bit as I'm hearing more and more comments from friends who live in the area or maybe move there and say you don't lose your love for it, you just have to be careful and mindful not to go too frequently. You want to make sure you don't overdo it, and I would be very careful about that. But it really does tie into the longer term goals about, job and family. I have a lot of family who live up here, I have a great job up here, so there's a lot of different thoughts I'm having about that. So is it a long-term thought? Absolutely. Shorter term, I'm not so sure. Things could change all of a sudden, I don't know, but it's more of a long-term thought. Maybe I will one day in the future. I sure hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into the future, whether it's 2 months away or 2 years away, as to what might be coming soon. I'm so glad I can share the magic with you. I'd love to hear any other thoughts you have in the comments below. Thank you as always for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.